been some running battles between students attending the schools and colleges drama festival and police. We're also informed that Butere Girls have not been yet to be allowed to perform or to stage that play, and more indication is that they were only allowed to sing the national anthem and nothing more. We'll be getting more details from my colleague Chichi Josephine, who's on the ground trying to follow up what's happening. Yes, these are pictures from Nakuru of what transpired a few minutes ago. Let's now join my colleague Chichi. Chichi, a very good morning once again. Kindly bring us up to speed with what has transpired over the past hour or so.
Fred, I don't know whether it is a good morning because it is all chaotic here right outside Lions, a primary school where the National Drama Festivals are ongoing. But remember, it has been chaotic because the very much awaited Butere Girls play by the name Echoes of War have not been, of course, staged right here. But remember, of course, we have seen Butere Girls walking out, or rather their bars getting out of that very gate and, of course, saying they will not perform. But what they did, the girls went on stage without costumes. Once a section of them with costumes and a section of them without costumes, and said they would not be performing or rather staging their play, and all they did was sing the national anthem, and of course many of them breaking down and wailing. This is an information that we're getting from of course organizers that are within the premises, because we have not been allowed to get inside or rather access the main venue, that is the Lions, the Melvin Lions primary school. And so currently it was just chaotic because we saw police. Of course, right now the security has been beefed up. We have seen the anti-riot police lobbing tear gas to even the students right here. So has been chaotic and dramatic, even as the Butere Girls bus was getting out of this very place. And remember, even the police, or rather the security, could not even listen to anyone or rather allow any audience right inside the venue. And of course the girls said because we do not, or rather they did not have any audience, so they could not perform, and all they did was wail and get out of the venue, or rather the stage, running and crying. But even as that goes on, I just have to let you know that they complained of 3 issues. One being denied costumes. Of course, where they went, the stage that, of course, they lined up, there was no lighting, and so that was one of the reasons as to why the girls refused to perform or rather stage their play. As you can see, we're still having a police presence right here, but just before that, even as we get that particular play right there, I'll be able to speak to some of the few people who have witnessed this very chaotic, or rather this very drama right here, who will tell us what they think about this whole thing, because we initially also spoke to a lawyer who said this is one of the ways of denying the children their rights, of course, an equal right, especially the Butere Girls, an equal right to compete right inside this venue. So allow me just talk to them to hear what they have to say in regards to the same. Labda wewe nieleze unahisi vipi wakati ambapo tunaona mapolisi pia ama maafisa wa polisi wakiweza kurusha zile ambazo ni vitu wa machozi kwa wanafunzi?
My name is Jogona Johi from Kinangop. I arrived here very early in solidarity with our daughters from Butere. I came here first as a parent and secondly as a leader. And I want to say I'm dismayed by the blatant use of force that I have witnessed here today. I never imagined in my life I will witness the kind of dictatorship that President William Ruto and his government is unleashing on innocent children. Not even Adolf Hitler, not even Bokassa, not even Mobutu, not even Augusto Pinochet exercised dictatorship to such extremes. I am dismayed as a Kenyan. I am embarrassed that our daughters have to be traumatized by the use of tear gas and bullets on such an early morning just because they want to recite a poem. What happened to the rights that are enshrined in our constitution? Yes.
Thank you so much. Allow me to talk to another. What do you feel about this whole incident? We have seen police lobbing tear gas to even the bus, the Butere Girls bus. What do you make out of all this?
Mimi naitwa Karanja, mimi ni MCA wa Naivasha East na Secretary General wa MCAs Kenya. Mimi nilikuwa nimefika hapa kwanza kama producer, na pili nilikuwa nimefika hapa kama wananchi wengine wa Kenya. Na kile kimenistua ni kuona ya kwamba gari la wanafunzi linaweza sindikishwa kuliko gari la Al-Shabaab. Unaona watu unaona polisi, unaona watu wanapigwa, watoto wanapigwa teargas. Unaona askari wako wengi kuliko vile wanaweza patikana Northeastern. Kwa hivyo ile tunasema ni kwamba uwezi tumia nyundo kuua inzi. Hao watoto kazi yao ilikuwa watoe information. Na vile tunasemaga in drama, kwa sababu mimi ni producer, tunasemaga ya kwamba what is happening in the society is what is we produce. Walitakikana waje waone ili warekebishe, lakini si kuua watoto na sasa hata watoto wengine hawajulikani ya wako. Alafu tunaambia serikali na tumeiambia mara kwa mara na wajue ya kwamba sisi president ni Mkristo, na Yesu alisema wacheni watoto waje kwangu, si wapigwe teargas.
Kuzoelewa kwao kuweza kufanya their play, that is the echoes of war. What does it insinuate to you?
Ile kitu ambayo hivyo kukatazwa kufanya, kwa sababu huwezi ingia kwa stage hakuna mataa, huwezi ingia kwa stage hakuna mashabiki, huwezi ingia kwa stage hata you cannot set different rules for different ways. Hiyo play ilisemekana ifanywe na koti. Therefore ile inatakana ni kwamba stage iwe iko judges wale, stage iwe elite kama ya watu wengine wote, lakini huwezi ambia watoto hata wasiingie na walimu. Na nafikiria hiyo ni dictatorship. Na Ministry of Education do not allow politics za kupolitize from the executive. Tuache vile ati bunge imehijakiwa, Senate imehijakiwa, judiciary imehijakiwa, kama we have hijacked education system. Nafikiria hiyo ni mbaya.
Labda nieleze wewe ulifika hapa ili kuweza kuwitness the Butere Girls and labda wakiweza kuperform their play. What do you feel about them not playing today, or rather staging their play today? Angalia camera.
I'm Raymond Otiki from Turkana University. Actually, I'm not happy because tulifika hapa mapema na tulikuwa tunatarajia kuwatch play, and tumefika tumezuiliwa na makarao, then hapo ndani Butere wamefika but no audience, alafu ni kama no adjudication, so wali reject kuperform na wakatolewa na wamekuwa escorted na makarao.
Labda, what do you feel about this whole incident?
I'm so embarrassed, I'm so disappointed and dissatisfied by what has happened. One message to the Kenyan government: you cannot stop diarrhea by stitching the anus. You definitely must diarrhea. So the incident that has happened today has really disappointed many of us. I was here at as early as 4 a.m. and the whole of this premise was already manned by the Kenyan police and all that. So you've been able to see the students have been denied even to perform their item. They have been denied the use of props, stage lights, costume, and that's why you could be able to see that the student went in and even sat down, sang the national anthem and sat down. But we are in solidarity with the team and we promise to stand with them for good, forever.
Thank you so much for your time. Therefore, Fred, remember those are sentiments from people who had, of course, showed up to witness this particular play, and of course, right, to show you what is happening right behind us is that no activity is ongoing currently, but like I had told you, is that Butere Girls bus left this very premise at around 10 minutes ago, and it was all chaotic. We could also see police officers lobbing tear gas to everyone, of course, including students who had, of course, appeared here to stage their play. So I am right here, like I told you.
That's what's happening in Nakuru as we speak. The details we're receiving is that Butere Girls got on stage, but there was no audience allowed for them to perform before. They were also not provided with the lighting on stage, and they had no access to their costumes or props for their play, and therefore they could not perform. They sang the national anthem and walked out of stage. This prompted police to disperse them using tear gas, and even the Butere school bus was escorted by police out of the school or the venue of the drama festivals. These are just some of the details we're getting from Nakuru, from my colleague Chichi Josephine on what's happening, the controversy around the Echoes of War play, written by Cleophas Malala, the former senator of Kakamega County, and to be performed by Butere Girls High School. A number of politicians also made their way to the venue, hoping to watch the play, including DAP-K party leader Eugene Wamalwa. He was also not allowed to access the venue, so the play has not, or rather is yet to be staged. Those are the latest news from Nakuru. We'll be getting more during the day as the day progresses. For now, today being a fit